relieving is it for a coach when that kind of game ends and you come out on the right side of it?
Yeah, it was certainly entertaining, and I thought we did a lot of things very well today. We also mismanaged some pucks at the time, and they took advantage of it. And they were able to play to their strengths, and a lot of the game we got to play to our strengths. We were good down low, below the goal line, especially in the first period on power plays. So at the end of the day, we're glad to win and happy to win. Felt we did enough to win. Special teams was certainly a big difference maker. We've talked about that being more important for us this year. Last year we got a lot of wins, and it wasn't always a strength of ours. And this year, especially the kill lately, has been excellent. Another shorthanded goal to give us some juice. Power play came through at the end, so happy for those guys.
Did it seem like the team took the power play message to heart? Did you like what you saw besides just the goals?
Well, I did, because there was a lot of ozone time. There was our game plan was to play down low. Teams that are in these diamonds now, taking away the elbow shots, even though Jack scored on one, try to 2-on-1 them at the net. We felt we could do that with this particular kill, and we were able to get some down there. Now, Carly's new to that kind of position. He's usually a bumper guy, and he must have had most of the looks, and the goalie made saves, so you got to give him credit. We tried to make some backdoor plays, and some of them connected. We couldn't finish, so I think we executed the plays we wanted to, or were trying to. We just didn't finish them until late in the third.
I feel like you should have had 8 or 9 tonight.
Well, sometimes it feels that way, but they have a say in that too, right? Their goaltender was excellent, so then eventually you keep putting pucks at them, you're going to get something to go usually, and that's how it played out.
Bruce, at 6-4, did you have a sigh of relief, or you thought that with the crazy game that you had, it could come back?
It's never over. I understand that, and we put Nick Wild, Carrier, Kolasar, very good defensive line, play with good structure, so we weren't assuming anything. We would have liked to maybe get the puck first and delay their goalie getting out right away. They win it and they get him out in a hurry, so that helps them. They made a good play. We didn't rotate. We over-committed to the puck carrier, and he slid it into the slot. That's usually our bread and butter coverage, where we can break those plays up. But maybe time and score. Our winger just felt like he had to help with the extra player on the ice, but they made a good play. And now it's game on again. And we're able to get it to the finish line. But there were some crazy bounces, I'll say that. There were some interesting plays out there. And I said it this morning, I think things happen fast here. They do, and it just seems to be the way, and tonight was no exception.
A lot to take away from that one, so I guess I'll start with what you liked most.
Probably our offense again, generating a ton of looks. I think 6 was probably pretty light tonight with all the chances we had. Probably could have scored a few more, especially early on in the game. I thought we controlled most of it, even when we were down. Felt like if we continue to kind of play with our structure, we were going to capitalize, and I think we just kind of wore them down in the end there. They were playing 4 or 5 defensemen in the third, which led to some of those power plays, I think.
After a game like the one in Washington, how does scoring 6 goals tonight, getting the power play going, how does that kind of free you up for the rest of the trip?
Yeah, I think it's good for our power play to get going, and at an opportunistic time. Sometimes your power play can win you games, sometimes they lose you games. Tonight I thought did a really good job of finding a way to, what did we score the last 3 on the power play, got it tied, and we have a huge opportunity with, I think, 3 minutes left to have a double minor power play, and we put 2 on the board. So it's a tall task when you're up 6-4 with 1 minute and 10 seconds left for them to score 2, and big for it.
What did you guys say after the first period? I mean, it looked like you were maybe going to get goalied there for a second. What did you say in the room after? Yeah,
we weren't too worried, honestly. It's one thing to not get chances. It's another thing to be getting the chances, and they're not going in. I thought we did a good job at staying with the program. We got a big short-handed goal, and then we just continued to score. And I think we outscored them 6-2 or 6-3 in the last couple of periods. For me personally, I thought we could have been up 4-5-2 after the first. We played really well, but we got a pretty resilient group. You've seen that over the last 2 years. We find ways to continue to stay in hockey games, and we don't change much. So we liked a lot of what was going on out there, to be honest with you. Gave up a couple grade A chances, they capitalized. They got some skilled players over there, you got to give them credit, but we get the job done.
Is that the value of experience, though? I mean, you have a ton of looks, you don't score, they score 2, and you stay with the program, as you said.
Yeah, For sure. I mean, we know what it takes to win now. Everybody in this locker room knows what it takes. I think Butch understands that you're going to have to win games in different ways. You're going to have to win 1-0. You're going to have to win 2-1. You're going to have to win 5-4. You're going to have to win 6-1. You're going to have to win games in completely different ways every night in this league. I think when you come to a realization that you're not just going to win 3-1 or 4-1 every night, you're going to have to win some of these, run and gun games along the way. That's what makes good teams good, and I thought we've done a pretty good job at just continue to take what the game gives you, I guess.
That goes to the very last minute. What goes through your mind when it finally ends?
Yeah, it wasn't the prettiest game, I think, defensively, but I mean, we got it down and we found a way to win, and we needed that. We needed to get back in the win column.
What was different on the power play?
Just take what is given. I think I think we scored 2 goals, right? We're just making the right plays at the right time. We weren't forcing anything, really. We had a lot of good looks in front of their goalie, like 2-on-1 there. Goal line, Carly and Stoney were doing a great job there. So, we're just trying to do the right plays at the right time.
You said the phrase "take what was given" on the power play. Mark Stone kind of said that about the team's ability to find ways to win. You just take whatever the game gives you. What does that say about the maturity of the group?
Yeah, I mean, when you play a young group like that, we know we're a better team, and we know how to win some hockey games. So that's one of our strengths. We don't have to force anything or cheat somewhere on the ice. So when we just play the right way, we mostly win those games.
You get shut out last game, and then the first period tonight, the goalie is pretty hot. What was going through your mind after this first period?
Yeah, hopefully we don't go through a stretch like that, right? But it's, we're a veteran group. We just stick with it. When you're an offensive player, sometimes you get hot at the right time, and sometimes you get a little cold. So right now we were in a stretch. I was in a stretch a little cold, and it's good to get on the board.